Digicel TV, home of Rugby League. Dial star 515 hash to subscribe. The TVWan News is proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TVWan News. I'm Maricela Kelaton.
And I'm Rex Litter. Thanks for joining us.
In this edition, Nawai Back Road getting an upgrade, Lufa returns to mushroom scene, and Wanderers claim pennants in Governor's Cup. Staff of Tabubil Hospital spent Christmas celebrated with their patients on Christmas Eve. It was important to observe this important occasion because many of the patients are unable to be with their families on Christmas Day.
It was a wonderful and joyous night for patients at Tabubil Hospital. Hospital staff brought smiles all around and happiness on the faces of those they are serving with gifts on Christmas Eve. Hospital staff began with the general ward to maternity, then accidents and emergency, the children's ward, general outpatient and TB wards. Tabubil Hospital Administrator Margaret Sami said the gift giving was the highlight of this special gesture by hospital staff. For a brief, joyous moment, the patients forgot they were spending Christmas Day in hospital and not with their families. Sami said working in a health organization, priority is always given to patients. She stressed that patients deserve quality care and treatment, and that is why this Christmas is a time to give back to them. Meanwhile, between Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, the maternity ward welcomed 4 new babies. The heaviest of them weighed 4.2 kilograms. He and his mother are from Daru Island. Tracy Pa, TVWan News.
The ex-service community in the Dagoa LLG, East Sepik Province last month witnessed the commissioning of 10 new rain catchment water supply tanks. Water Aid Papua New Guinea through the WIWAC program officiated the ex-service community's 10 water supply tanks, a community climate resilient wash pilot project that utilizes a rainwater catchment system. Each catchment utilizes a wide surface of roofing area to collect rainwater through gutters that channel the water into downspouts and is then stored in a water tank. The water is then accessible by the community via a water tap. With the support of the Australian government through the Water for Women Fund, this is the 11th project the WIWAC district. It benefits 52 households and a total population of approximately 495 men, women and children. During the project's commissioning, Country Programs Director Navarra Kian said when water, sanitation and hygiene are implemented in communities, women and mothers have easy access to clean water that improves their overall well-being and capacity to provide and perform in their home duties. Children especially benefit long term. The global Situm Back Road. The Gobari Situm Back Road in the Waib district, which has been left to deteriorate over many years, is getting an upgrade. This road links Nawaib to Leh City and other parts of Morbe province.
Changes are gradually taking place in Morobes Nawai district as outlined in its 2023 to 2027 development plan that was launched this year on September 12 at Buana Station by Prime Minister James Marape. Last week, work started on the Gobari-Situmbek Road link. Nawai MP Theo Pelgan said this road serves former public servants, ex-civil workers, farmers and locals who rely heavily on this section for access into Ley City and other parts of Morobe. Scoping works were initially done in September by the Nawai District Technical Team prior to funding appropriations. Ahibu Construction, a local contractor, was engaged to clear and level the road to ensure the movement of goods and services is maintained. The local MP emphasized that infrastructure upgrade is a priority for his government, and they will continue on to impact areas that have been identified and captured in the Nawai District 5-year development plan. Pelgan assured that once the upkeep of the road link is concluded, further feasibility studies will be conducted to determine the full sealing work. The MP said funding is a major need to maintain all feeder roads. However, he reassured the support from the Marape Rosso government to push development into the rural areas of Nawai. Camila Guare, TVWan News, Ley.
Member for Lufa and Minister for Environment, Conservation and Climate Change, Simo Kelepa, opened the Kukunu Bridge in the Lufa district of Eastern Highlands Province after it collapsed a year ago. The bridge serves 35,000 people of Unavi LLG and borders with Mount Michael LLG. Eastern Highlands Provincial Government supported the project with 500,000 kina, while Lufa DDA contributed 300,000 kina towards the bridge. The bridge is part of the missing link road that connects to Karimui district in Simbu province. The road project falls under the government's Connect PNG program, of which 20 million kina will be allocated for it to be upgraded. Kelepa was in his district recently to open the Kukunu Bridge as well as officiate other projects in Lufa, including the launching of the Lufa Mushroom Project. After almost 2 decades, water will be restored once more in Lufa Station, benefiting surrounding villages also. This comes after outstanding commitments were met by current member for Lufa, Simo Kelepa. The local MP, who is also Minister for Environment, Conservation and Climate Change, signed a memorandum of understanding with the landowners to allow the vital utility to be piped back into the district hub once more. A check of 20,000 kina was given to the water resource owners for outstanding payments dating back to when water was first piped into the station area. Construction of a new dam and piping commences in the new year. An MOA was then signed to signify the partnership with landowner of the water source. This is TVWan News. When we come back, scholarship verification process and Pundari critics new Pogera.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, a scale race, family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's our favorite for mine. Tennessee cola, scale rice, don't scale price. Tennessee cola, scale rice, don't scale price. Amber, you like it?
More clean, more sweet. Flame natural white sugar. Make more.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Prime PNG made.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectation.
Rips the return down the line on the second serve. A strong way to finish, a strong way to keep France alive in this tie.
This season, the Bunce family are taking the ultimate risk.
There's no investors, there's no third party.
We're paying for it ourselves.
We have to find some good jade.
The stakes are high, and every decision is their own.
Time and money is everything. That's how important it is.
Hit it!
Rush, move.
It's all or nothing.
If we don't mine this year, we have no next year.
Jade Fever. All new season coming soon on Outdoor.
Welcome back. Eligible students who meet the requirements and are given scholarship under the new NCD TVET SFAP program will go through a 1-month verification process. Consultant in the NCD TVET program system, Jacqueline Nan, said this verification process will ensure students are selected based on merit.
Jacqueline Nan, consultant in the NCD TVET SFAP scholarship program, said students who apply for scholarship under this online system will go through a 1-month verification process to ensure selections are based on merit. Nan said previously students were given a free ride under this program without proper verification. She said part of the verification process is to issue the offer letter in person to the eligible student or students.
That has gone through and we've done the shortlist, which means that, yes, this thing is online, but then we have to go again to make sure that the correct documents were submitted, that, the deposit slips were, that payment was done, all of those things, and come up with a shortlist. And it is after that shortlist that we are going to go through a 1-month verification process, meaning that we are now going to go to the schools and meet the students face to face.
Nan said the process involved and how much funding they will be getting under the scholarship will be issued to the students as well.
Issuing letters of offer, basically outlining how much you are getting, how much support you are getting, and for whatever course that you are doing. So we will be issuing that. So in order to give or hand over the offer letters, we will have to go to the institutions and meet the students. And straight after we've done the second part, we will then pay the school fees into their account.
She said the payment structure of the funds will also be changed.
The way we've structured the payments, it's very, very different to what we've done before. So before we just paid a blanket amount right across. Now we are not doing that. We're going very, very specific.
According to Nan, the TVET SFAP 2024 scholarship program will be properly packaged, and that includes the strict verification process. Trace Sipa, TVWan News.
Under the theme Advancing Blue Transformation, Sustainable Development and Innovation through the Global Tuna Industry, the 18th InfoFish World Tuna Trade Conference and Exhibition is scheduled to be held in Bangkok, Thailand from 20 to 22nd May 2024. On the official list of exhibitors is the inclusion of the Papua New Guinea National Fisheries Authority, one of the Pacific's leading tuna organizations. According to the official statement from InfoFish, the event will bring together leading speakers, experts, and representatives from the global tuna industry, including the world's major producers, processors, and marketers, policymakers, industry experts, regional fisheries management organizations, even non-government organizations, community groups, as well as leading scientists and researchers to speak. These people will share and shine a light on industry developments and innovation that are not just addressing sector challenges, but are also putting the tuna industry at the fore in addressing wider global challenges and advancing sustainable solutions for the global common good and our planet's future prosperity. With over 500 participants anticipated and representation from across the globe, Tuna 2024 is an opportunity for global tuna industry players to be informed, to share insights and experiences, engage with industry leaders, experts, and policymakers, expand business connections, and to add to the very vibrant conversations, transformational fora, and advocacy for sustainable development that constitutes the global tuna industry going forward. The Papua New Guinea National Fisheries Authority is included in the official exhibitors list for the 2024 World Tuna Conference. In a similar event on September 6th and 7th of this year, InfoFish jointly hosted the 8th Pacific Tuna Forum with the PNG NFA in Port Moresby. Due to the Western and Central Pacific Ocean contributing almost 60% of the global harvest of tuna, making the Pacific region and the Blue Pacific continent the heart of the global tuna industry. The 8th PTF brought together expert voices in strengthening tuna sustainability and industry development in the Blue Pacific continent through increased innovation, partnership, and participation at all levels of the value and supply chain. Moves are afoot to revive widespread mushroom cultivation, downstream production, and commercialization in Lufa district of the Eastern Highlands province. Member for Lufa, Simo Kilepa, yesterday officiated at the groundbreaking ceremony of the new mushroom processing facility, which will process locally produced cash commodity. Also sealed with the signing of a memorandum of understanding with local water resource owners to allow the utility to be piped into the station after almost 2 decades.
A hero's welcome for local MP Simo Kilepa on the highway to Lufa station. The Minister of State did not take a holiday on Boxing Day. District duties continue. On the road, he was greeted by over 200 people dressed, chanting his welcome, even the children fully covered in mud. At Lufa station, it was down to business. A gift to the people of Lufa on Boxing Day, the re-establishment of Lufa mushroom production in the district.
Mushroom was low-hanging fruit. Mushroom, now you can make it, now you can see benefit. It's a tube shapes that grow every 2 weeks here. So every 2 weeks, mushroom ready, every 2 weeks you can make money. So every 2 weeks you can put the place to start. Mushroom will be new.
A local mushroom farmer spoke of the cash crop and its establishment in 1997 before its gradual decline in popularity amongst farmers in Lufa.
Professor Lim Jiangxi, this la nenya, mibla tanin go hadlo kolim, nembo China no mibla talk. Professor Butupa. This la man mo ko research lo hiana, and find out research or report blogan o chem. Lufa district or Lufa station lo here, environment. And talk environment, and talk all get to have something and a boost na given na this la ground to here, me talk. Right place to plan because I'm testing them looking.
For many years, under a government-to-government agreement, there had been ongoing funding and technical assistance provided for mushroom commercialization at the provincial level under the pretext of loofah mushroom. The district, however, despite the existence of 18 cooperatives, has not realized its full potential or entered mass production after continuous government counterfunding of the project. Now, a groundbreaking ceremony for the new mushroom facility, which will be built for downstream processing. The mushroom facility will be erected near the old facility, which now remains as a ghost house in Lufa Station. Once complete, the mushroom processing facility will be managed by the district's business arm, Debala Investment, finding markets for the precious produce. The occasion was further sealed with the signing and presentation of a check of 20,000 kina to water resource owners for water to be piped back into the district headquarters after 20 years. Salome Vincent, TVWan News.
The Hela provincial government is set to move into its new provincial headquarters in the new year following the inauguration over the weekend. The 27 million kina Hela provincial administration building was opened in Tari over the Christmas weekend by the Prime Minister and member for Tari Pori, James Marape. Named the Huli Kumaya building, it was jointly funded by the Tari Pori district, Hela provincial government and the ExxonMobil tax credit scheme.
The building will house the office of the governor, the Tari Pori District Development Authority, and the Ella Provincial Assembly. Prime Minister James Marape commended the governor of Ella Province, Philip Undialu, for the success of this project and applauded the efforts towards the completion of the Ella 2 and Ella 3 buildings. These buildings will house the public service machinery of the province. Hela is a fairly new province, having attained its status in 2011, but has seen massive infrastructure developments like the airport, with this building being the latest, giving the Tari town a major facelift. Prime Minister Marape called on the people of Ella to respect each other to make this province a better place. Ella province is known for law and order problems, and Marape says, in order for the province to change and for the government to which he is the head of to work properly, people must respect each other. He said Ella broke away from Southern Islands 13 years ago, and people must change their attitude with the value of respect being practiced from within the family and extended to the community and province. Ruth Rungula, TVWan News.
Member for Kompia Mambum and a coalition partner in the Marape Rosso government, in a statement today described the new Pogera agreement as the worst and costly deal done by the Prime Minister James Marape. He raised certain questions surrounding the equity holding, the equity financing method, the dividend sharing method, and legacy issues of the old Pogera.
Kundari says while he welcomes the reopening of the Pogera mine, there are questions that need to be answered on the new Pogera agreement. He stated that he had raised these same questions in Parliament but has not received any answers. He is now demanding the Prime Minister to answer his questions. Questions include why an operating mine was closed, costing the country billions of kina in lost revenue, rendering more than 5,000 national employees jobless, leaving SMEs in debt from loans, and landowners suffering. He also wants the Prime Minister to tell the nation how much was paid to the state negotiating team to negotiate with Barrick to come up with this deal, what the commercial terms for the new Pogera are, and the benefits involved, how the debt financing will be repaid, and the legacy issues of the old Pogera, including environment damage, tax liabilities, and resettlement issues. Some of these issues have been addressed by the Prime Minister in different media appearances, the recent being the signing of the commencement agreement last week at the Government House. Pundarius likened this deal of that by the O'Neill government's UBS loan deal. He said the UBS deal cost the state 3 billion kina and millions more spent on an inquiry. He also is asking for an inquiry to be carried out on the new POGRA deal to establish the total cost to the state and a full report be made available to the people of PNG on what the closure has cost the country. Ruth Rungula, TVWan News.
And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2683 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2608, $0.3777 Australian dollars, $0.2271 euro, and 36.55 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold, coffee, copra, and palm oil closed higher, while cocoa, crude oil, and copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. TVWan News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaro, get up a big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, da mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
A quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bunyamyumi.
Strong like you, smart like me. I hope they don't break. Now Charlie Luki's son. This is Relaxo. Strong plus Shred. Should I try them on you?
No, please. I'll take them.
Relaxo. Very strong, lasts long.
Want more data for less? Get it now with Digicel's revamped Red Club. Enjoy data bundles from as low as 1 kilo per gigabyte. Plus rollover data, the widest coverage, fastest speeds, and best reliability. Only with Red Club. Join Digicel's exclusive Red Club today and get loads more data for less. Yes! Data bundles from as low as 1 kilo per gigabyte. Whoa! Join today for as low as 10 kilo weekly to access discounted data bundles and get more data for less. Dial *675# or visit the My Digicel app today. The Red Club, only with Digicel.
To Smith and Smith to Dombrat and Dombrat not friendly.
Oh, interception! There it is, Simone, he's going to go all the way. No one's going to stop him. Perfectly spotted, perfectly pounced.
He's seen as a table legend.
That is delicious.
Join Tommy Gomes in a tasty culinary voyage.
Holy mackerel. Did I just say that? We're exploring where your quality American seafood comes from. Quality is key. The uglier the fish, the better it tastes.
Take a deep dive into America's commercial fishing culture. The Fishmonger. First and exclusive. Coming soon on Outdoor.
Welcome back to News Overseas. The discovery of a set of Second World War dog tags in the Solomon Islands set Canberra paramedic Dan O'Sullivan on a quest to reunite them with the soldier's family. It took 17 years and a trip halfway around the world, but the dog tags finally found their way home.
Dan O'Sullivan, a paramedic working for Aspen Medical, made a discovery in a Honiara marketplace.
I happened to come across an elderly gentleman that was selling some World War II artefacts. And amongst some of the things he had on the ground was a set of dog tags. I had to buy them off him, so it cost me about $10, I think it was, and from that moment, yeah, I started sort of researching.
But finding out more took much more than just an internet search.
It took me essentially 14 years to finally get a breakthrough before we worked out where exactly he was from.
The dog tags belonged to a US Army second lieutenant killed in action in 1944.
He died on his 28th birthday, unfortunately. He ended up being from Portland in Maine. He wasn't married, didn't have any children, but certainly had an extensive line of brothers and sisters, family, etc.
An email from one of Ben Cox's relatives one morning in 2020 finally ended the search.
I was over the moon. It was a very emotional time, I guess you could say. 14 years of hard work, and there were periods there where I really didn't think that we might find that connection.
COVID travel restrictions caused delays, but in November this year, Dan's employers helped pay for his journey to Portland, where he handed the dog tags to the family.
It's brought Ben's memory back to life.
The Weather Bureau has now said the massive storm that hit the Gold Coast on Christmas night was indeed a tornado. The supercell claimed one life and left a trail of destruction, the likes of which the city has never seen before. Thousands remain without power, while others have lost everything.
Len Latours has lived in this home in the Gold Coast hinterland for 40 years. He was in bed when the tornado hit like a bomb blast. There's almost nothing left standing.
In this end of the house, you wouldn't have survived and you'd have been hit for sure. And I just don't know how the dogs got out.
A lifetime's worth of possessions wiped out in 15 terrifying minutes.
Yeah, that's great.
His neighbours helping him salvage anything of sentimental value. From the air, you can see how lucky the 74-year-old was to make it out alive. Dozens of houses were blown to smithereens. For the owners, it's hard to know where to start. Sam Bray hid under his car as his home was torn apart.
I'm just glad I'm alive at this point, because there was a time there when I didn't know what was going to happen.
The people who were inside this house behind me as the storm passed through described it as harrowing, as heavy rain and winds ripped the roof off the top of the house.
Homes completely uninhabitable.
Roof's out on the street right now, as well as down in the field. The shed's been blown to smithereens, the roofs are falling in, water dripping through the whole house, obviously.
This plant nursery was flattened. The damage bill is likely hundreds of thousands of dollars.
The guy at the end of the street's been here 57 years, he's never seen anything like it.
In Helensvale, fallen trees line every street, one smashing the roof of this local primary school, others littering a golf course and crushing cars. It's the biggest task Energex has faced in decades. They're trying to reconnect power to more than 80,000 residents. It will likely take them weeks. The Gold Coast Mayor says residents were not properly warned the destructive storm cell was on the way and wants to know why.
I think it's unforgivable. So we've got to sort it that it doesn't happen again.
The Bureau of Meteorology says it issued severe weather warnings days in advance.
It's very hard for them to be predicting the kinds of events that we haven't really seen before.
Queensland has been hit by deadly storms over the past 48 hours, with 7 people killed, including a child. 3 men have died after their annual Boxing Day boat trip turned to tragedy when boat capsized on Moreton Bay with 11 friends on board. A 9-year-old girl has died after she was swept away in flooded storm drain south of Brisbane overnight. Further north near Gympie, the bodies of 2 women in their 40s were discovered in the Mary River, and a woman died on the Gold Coast following the Christmas night tornado.
A second deadly night of ferocious storms lashed the southeast.
There it goes. There it goes.
Leaving destruction in its wake.
It seemed to be coming from all different directions at one point in time, and it was fairly significant.
The deadly deluge claiming the lives of 7 people, among them a 9-year-old girl in Roachdale.
Absolute tragedy. I'm not aware of the circumstances, but these storms, you've just got to be so careful.
Meanwhile, an annual Boxing Day fishing trip turned deadly off Moreton Bay. 2 men aged 48 and 69 were found dead in the water last night, and a third man aged 59 was found this morning.
Sadly, we lost 3. We could have lost 11. They're unpredictable, and unfortunately people underestimate how quickly these storms can come on. But these natural events, we can't control them.
Tributes have begun pouring out for the men. One of them, Stephen Tate, a revered school teacher at Brisbane's Iona College. The school released a post saying, "At this sad time, we hold firmly in our prayers Steve's family, friends, his colleagues, and the wider Iona community." Among them, local rugby union identity David Logan, described in a statement as one of the best, remembered as fun-loving and most sincere.
The rescue operation has been dangerous and lengthy, with more than 20 crews trying to find those on board and recover the vessel before more extreme weather hits the southeast. But it's likely the boat will remain at sea tonight because of structural issues.
On Christmas night, a 59-year-old woman killed after being struck by a tree in Helensvale on the Gold Coast. Further north, more heartache, with 2 women in their 40s dying after going missing in a storm drain on Boxing Day.
It is just a tragic set of circumstances, but it's particularly felt hard at this time of year when people would prefer to be spending time with their loved ones and family.
Holiday tragedies that have rocked southeast communities.
Shoppers flooded retail outlets, the NT's major shopping centres on Boxing Day, expecting to part with more than $200 million in the post-Christmas sales. But as cost of living pressures continue to bite, not all businesses are reaping the benefits.
Territory's biggest shopping centre.
Packed. I've just come down just to check it out, just to see what's going on. Can't believe how packed it is.
Thousands of shoppers evaded heatwave conditions in Darwin to snag a bargain, rushing retail staff off their feet.
Today has been really busy. The foot traffic outside is crazy. Not enough space to go around.
We're buying shoes and like earrings and like chains and we got spending money from family.
The Australian Retailers Association estimates sales on Boxing Day would hit $1.25 billion across the country, up 1.6% on last year. In the NT, shoppers are expected to spend $215 million in the post-Christmas sale, slightly more than last year, despite cost of living pressures and economic turbulence.
We're definitely like spending more money than we usually do.
Boxing Day bringing out the bargain hunters, with many delaying their purchases to save in the sales.
Got some fidgets.
Some fidgets and some stuff from EB Games. Yeah. Things are getting expensive at the moment, so just come in, make the most of it, buy a few little things that we need.
But while queues snaked out the doors of the major retailers, smaller businesses weren't able to offer the same bargains.
We're pretty dead. I went around and had a chat to the local businesses and basically nothing.
As the cost of living crisis bites, this Darwin business owner says people can't afford to support local even if they wanted to.
The price of living is just crazy. Everything's gone up. Even our ingredients to make these gourmet marshmallows have gone up. So our prices had to go up as well, which have impacted our sales.
Boxing Day bargains, more important than ever for most.
The remote Gulf community of Arukun is well known for the wooden sculptures. Now this traditional art form is undergoing a digital transformation to reach a wider and younger audience.
Thousands of years. Now it's getting a digital transformation.
It's innate in young people, this sense of how to make art through digital media.
In Arakoon, the ubiquitous camp dog has become an icon, with the story of how the dogs or coup came to the area told through each unique sculpture. Now a new project by the Art Gallery of New South Wales and the local Wikanguku Art Centre is creating 3D models of the coup, where children can then add to and interact with them.
This is the cockatoo, this is the gila, and this is the dog, and this is the tree.
These sculptures have strong traditional value here in Arakoon and are now being recognised and displayed in galleries around the world.
It's really important for our young kids to recognise what this and that, you know.
Gallery staff have brought the scanned models back to Arakoon, which can then be added to and projected into augmented reality.
We're inviting young people to consider their relationship to place or memories on country and use those kind of histories to inform how they design their objects.
Creating new meaning with an ancient practice.
We have got a strong culture in this community. More young people can come around and have a look and start doing camp dogs so they can travel in the big cities like me.
And that's all for news. Over to you, Rex.
Thank you, Maricela. When we come back after the break, Wanderers claims penance and PNG NRL registration.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young plana lapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one-time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Christmas is a time of the year where we reflect and acknowledge the work we have done. Our team has worked hard to implement major programs such as censorship information management system, the censorship ambassador school program, the research into internet service providers, and ensure compliance check on publication premises. We have a lot of work to do in other areas of technology, such as providing guidelines for music. Music regulation as well as implementation of NEC edition on filtering of unsuitable internet content. It has been difficult both personally and professionally as the year ends with the challenges. But I want to commend my hard-working staff and management for your continuous support this year. I hope you find time to relax, recharge, and enjoy the festive season with your family, friends, and your loved ones. On behalf of the Minister for Community Development, Censorship Board, and the management, I'd like to wish all our stakeholders, friends, and families a very happy and safe festive season and a bright start to 2024. God bless Papua New Guinea.
Get ready for a mouth-watering dive into the wild with Mike Robinson.
Look at that! Good job.
Ow. It's the ultimate catch and cook.
I have noticed that you have not gutted it.
I tend not to gut it.
There's so much flavour.
That's stunning, to be fair.
You know, we're enacting what our ancestors did. It's in our DNA to do this.
Fishing the Wild. Streaming now on Outdoor.
If you can see it, you can believe it. By having the support of the Formula One teams in Formula One Academy, we can raise global awareness and inspire the next generation of girls and young women to understand that there are opportunities for them in motorsport, both on and off track.
F1 Academy is about bringing real and lasting change to ensure talented young women and girls have the right system in place to allow and achieve their dreams. Today is a very important moment as it shows this impact the project is having and the support it is receiving from across the F1 community. I can't wait to see the 10 F1 team liveries and drivers running in F1 Academy next season.
I want to thank the Formula One teams for their support and their vision. Our mission is to create lasting and impactful change, and I'm confident that together we can achieve this.
Thanks for staying with us. Erima Wanderers have claimed pennants in the 2023 NCD Governors' Cup competition after defeating 973 Eagles 14 points to 6 early this afternoon at the Coney Tigers Oval. The Cup and Plate finals will be played on Sunday, December 31st at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. The 2023 NCD Governors' Cup pennant winners, Erima Wanderers, did it the hard way. They were forced to do soul-searching in the most part of the game, but the calm and composed Wanderers did their wonders and came out on top. The team missed the Cup playoffs, although they have boasted several intercity players. Having the faith in themselves, the team put together a compelling show to hold off their opponents, 973 Eagles, and secure the 4th place in the tournament.
But in boys lose lo kabe mo se man give up not lawara sini amange no kame mi bla boys set laus some bla play nam bla ten mi bla lose finish but mi bla play kam mi bla realizing mo se den mi bla kam lo finish lo sandin na mi bla foul so mi bla winim tu e bat mo se tengi go begen lo boys to mi bla na sabota na sponsor at least all kam no let team down.
The support to the team and the playing group have been good since the commencement of the tournament. However, there was not much in the grand final day because many thought the team would not make the finals.
First time I look Merima finish mo wara kam na sabot no la fight na 2-3 time no offense lo kona embruge gero dum la blem sabot em bagara straight na mo lose lo kabe mo wara sabota les lo kam ola din lo sika lo bisilo second third fourth prize or less ola sim kam na wara mo tabe one no laus line mi blat kam.
The team captain Rodwell John thanked the sponsors, players and the supporters for making this far, although it was their first time to participate in the tournament after staying out of the Governors' Cup games for 2 years. Awards will be presented to the winning teams in its categories on Sunday, December 31st, after the Cup and Plate finals at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. PNG National Rugby League, through its Community Rugby League department, has opened its School Rugby League and Players Affiliation for the year 2024. The application to affiliate opened this month and closes in February 2024. The school rugby leagues are expected to apply for affiliation before the senior players registration opening, which starts in February and ends in March. The senior player registration closes in the same month before competition begins in April. The school leagues and players are urged to apply for affiliation before the closing date to secure their license for the year 2024. Thus is aimed at upholding professionalism in the sport of rugby league. This has been the formal process followed by PNG Rugby Football League over the years. School leagues and players fail to affiliate are expected to deny admission for the year 2024. Adelaide will host two of Australia's most prestigious chess tournaments in January, giving locals a rare opportunity to match it with the nation's best. Among those vying for the title will be twins Charlotte and Cindy Chen, as well been prodigy Tarus Jindal, who is tipped to one day become an international chess master.
Jindal is only 11, but is already South Australia's under-15 state champion.
You need a little bit of creativity. It takes a lot of hard work and it takes a lot of sacrifice time.
Tarush only moved to Australia from India with his family early this year. He's already one of the state's best hopes at the upcoming Australian Junior Championships.
My aims and goals for the championship is to get in the top 3, and then my further goals are to just become the under-12 champion.
Tarush only started playing chess during the pandemic and practices 4 hours a day. He recently jumped into the top 20 in the country for his age group.
I'm really looking forward to becoming a great chess player after 10 years.
Adelaide twins Charlotte and Cindy Chen are also tipped to go far. Cindy is the current national under-10 champion, and earlier this year both girls won state titles. They say chess is a game for everyone, irrespective of their ability, experience or age.
I love the challenges and I love learning from my mistakes. I love how there are so many possibilities that you can play on the board.
Cindy and Charlotte will both compete for the title in the Under-12 Girls Tournament starting January 13. The Senior Chess Championships will also be held in Adelaide earlier in the month for the first time in 20 years.
Check me.
Beginning January 2, hundreds of hopefuls from across the country will compete in the senior tournament, while the Chen twins hope the junior event will help attract more young people to the game.
Lots of people in the state play. I really hope that this chance will allow more people to play more chess.
The prize pool for the tournaments is worth more than $30,000.
That's it for sports, Maricela.
Thank you, Rex. We'll now have the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. Southern, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Port Moresby, partly cloudy with possible showers and thunderstorms. Momasse, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Lae, Medan, Wewak and Vanimo, partly cloudy with few showers. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of rain. Kokopo, Rabaul and Kimbe, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Highlands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of rain. All centers, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Solomon Sea, sits light with southeast winds of 10 to 15 knots. Waters of Samaria Island to Cape Bogle to eastern and western Milne Bay Islands, Finchafen through Vitias Dampier Strait to CSC Long Islands, Medan to Wewak, Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And that ends this edition of TVWan News. Have a pleasant evening. Bye for now.
The TVWan News was proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.